Now, if there is some reason other than the previous bond was for a felony and that's what it was set at,
That's
You
that's the
know.
only logic behind it, Jeff.
The only other charge it looks like the honor that he has on his record is a class M misdemeanor for weapon back in 2021.
Mhm.
Otherwise, he just has this current case and he's on probation for others.
and what happened with that
It
case?
came in as an ag assault, deadly weapon. And,
No, I mean the unlawfully carrying of a weapon. What happened to that case?
But he pled no contest in, or on, excuse me, October 5th, 2021. I'm trying to pull up the.
Has your client ever failed to appear for court?
No, Your Honor, as a matter of fact, he came today to court knowing he had this warrant specifically to hit the bond site, and he can't go to satellite because it's a family violence, so he's gonna have to spend the whole day at the jail until I can get him back out.
If you click it, it doesn't say the terms, but it looks like he was given 20 hours of community service to do. No weapon. Academy, war was involved enough that was, but there's restitution here,
Mhm.
Other than that.
My client would suggest, Judge, he completed the terms of his probation on that case.
I'm sorry.
He completed the terms of probation on that case.
All right, probation. Mr. Martinez, has there been any allegations of any contact with the complainant?
And the case number was a 2024 PR 4455.
Yes. Does anybody have whiteout up there? Yes.
Beautiful.
All right. Thank you.
Judge, I'm going to glance over. I don't see anything noted on the violation report that they submitted. I don't see anything on the documented chronos, but that is just a brief overview.
All right. All right, thank you. Has your client had any contact with the complainant?
No.
All right, this is what the court is gonna do. The court is gonna set your bond at $20,000. There's to be no driving, and there's to be 30 sober meetings in 30 days. And Ms. Ferguson,
Yes,
if you recall this back in 10 days for a contested hearing, please.
yes. Can I think that's why that I know it was.
Yes.
Is July 7th good for you?
That's fine, Judge, but on the issue of driving, Mr. Martinez works at a car wash and also details cars, so he's constantly on the road doing that.
Sorry. And let me just tell you, the reason why I do it, I don't take the allegations in the motion to revoke as true, right? But I do have to consider public safety. And part of the public safety issue is the reckless driving and the racing that's in here. I'm not saying I think it's true. I haven't received any information. It's similar to if you were to come before me and asking for a bond on an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I don't take that as true, but I always have to put in the no contact order with the complainant. And then your attorney will present whatever information he wants to present to change this, all right?
Judge, if the court was able to watch a video of the alleged incident, might that expedite your addressing that? He really needs to work.
Do y'all want to go forward with the hearing?
I don't have the video right this minute, I could certainly have it today.
All right, well, today would probably be too soon. If you'll speak with Ms. Ferguson,
Okay,
yes. All right, Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form. Once you sign that, you're excused.
well, actually, he's supposed to be judge.
Ah, yes, but she'll give you your reset form. And thanks for coming in, even knowing you had a warrant. Mr. Cox. Hey, thank you. You know, it's like that song, you know, when you say that, what comes in mind is a song that's really not congratulations. What was the name of the lady who sang that song, Congratulations, It Should Have Been Me? She walked into the church and he was with somebody else. She passed too. No, it's not Gladys Knight. No, it's not Gladys Knight. Oh, it's Vesta Williams.
Oh, that's different. She said that.
So, and then we have here.
Congratulations on that work.
Oh, hey, we do what we do.
Back to this is.
Who's here on Janet Silva?
Judge, Ms. Fears is also very familiar with this file.
Yes. Hi. So where are we?
Trying to find me a home.
I know, and how are we with that?
So, we talked with ACOG and we're waiting for a determination of intellectual disability assessment.
Mhm.
They were saying it could take 1 to 2 months. However, I'm asking if they can expedite it. So I'm just waiting on that response. Also too, we were trying to get a hold of Ms. Silva's mother. We're unable to do that right now, so we're trying to see if we can find the contact information for the previous boarding home and see if she can return there.
Okay.
And if not, then she's provided me with some other boarding homes. I just need to figure out the contact information. But yeah, that's where we're at right now.
All right, how long do you think this will take?
I wish I could say,
All right, is there any way I can help? Is there somebody I can call?
you can try to find my,
Oh, well, I can't do that much of an investigation work.
Well, I'm just tired of being stuck in jail, you know, I'm tired of it.
Well, and let me just tell you, the reason why is because you can be released, right?
Mhm.
And you get released, and then you know what's gonna end up happening? We're gonna be right back here.
Why to not ever get in trouble again? I learned my lesson. I just want to get time served for all this time going back and forth.
All right, you'll need to speak to your attorney about that, okay?
Is there an option maybe just to Friday? We think maybe by Friday we can get a more concrete understanding of this situation regarding.
I can have her back on Thursday. Okay.
I'm gonna request the same thing for Mr. Payne, actually.
He had mentioned that I had to get another test done.
Yes.
Is that today?
He didn't-
Thursday would be fine, Judge.
But I'm gonna try to see.
All right, Norma, if you recall this for Thursday, please.
I'm gonna see if I can. Thursday?
Right, yes.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Payne could be called. She's familiar with Mr. Payne.
All right, we will bring Mr. Payne up.
Mr. Payne? Payne?
Hello, Mr. Payne.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
all right.
All right. So with Mr. Payne,
So he has a screening today with ACOG and this afternoon.
okay,
And then they're gonna also, I'm sorry, it's tomorrow morning. They're gonna meet with his brother this afternoon.
okay,
So that way we can get him enrolled in those services. His
Okay.
brother is wanting to have him return home. We also connected him with True Mental Health. So once he's released, then he can establish his Medicaid and benefits again, so that way he can get enrolled in services with them. Corazon is also involved with him as well. So as we were considering as a backup for Town Twin Village, but it may take some time. So if things don't work out with his brother when he's with his brother at the
Mhm.
beginning, then, that will be another.
I love Town Twin Village. I had a chance to do a walkthrough. It's a beautiful place.
It's really nice, but we're hoping that everything will be okay when he stays with his brother and he'll follow up with his medication and get back with case management.
All right, Mr. Payne, we're gonna bring you back on Thursday since you have an interview tomorrow. So we'll bring you back on Thursday, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And here's the thing. When you're released,
Yes, ma'am.
you need to make sure that you contact people. You just can't disappear, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You're looking good, though.
Thank you.
Who's here on Ashley Peel?
Even if I have to. We just, I don't know how many. Let's do it. Russian.
All right, so where are we on this case as far as discovery?
I think we're fine on discovery. Today was plea deadline. We have a plea offer. We are not closing.
All right, how long do y'all expect this trial to last?
It is.
All right, Miss Ferguson, I need a 2-day jury trial date. It's Ashley Peel. You can do a jury trial or a bench trial. What I can tell you with a bench trial, that means it comes to me. If the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm gonna find you guilty. If they don't, I'm gonna find you not guilty. Jury trial or bench trial.
We may very well consider a bench trial, Judge.
All right, so
You agree with that, Ashley?
do you want a bench trial or jury trial?
Bench trial, if that expedites matters, yes.
All right, Miss Ferguson, a bench trial. July 7th?
Sure.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you excuse and make sure you've done an acknowledgement of discovery.
I will.
All right, thank you.
Miss Peel, have a seat. Don't take a seat. Michael Video. Mr. Daniel. Here. Oh, there he is, in the back.
Thank you.
And Norma, what page is she on?
She's on page 6, Judge.
All right, thank you. Fidencio Gonzalez. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. Can I see those two files, please? Yes, Westbrook and Vendicio Gonzalez.
Here, I think Fidencio Gonzalez already has a warrant on this case.
You mean Vendicio?
Fidencio,
Okay, let me see.
um,
Oh.
Mhm. Yes. Okay.
From Doc.
Is he here?
No.
Okay,
I'm gonna have them on Zoom, Judge. So we can go down.
okay,
So 1:30.
yes. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. All right, for those of you, if your attorney hasn't shown, you can step outside and call them because we're recessing at 12. And if your attorney's not here, you'll need to be back at 1:30. All right, who is here on Aaron Joseph Mendez Trevino? All right, if you'll come forward, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I know you all are set for jury trial, but I know the state just finished with the jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want a jury trial, I'll give you a jury trial. But if you all want to pass, you're more than welcome to pass. And
Work something out,
oh, you have,
and it's gonna be pre-trial, and so pre-trial diversion. And I think that, Mr. Osgood would just need a cassette to get the application in.
And get the contract signed. We can get that done this week.
see, you know what? Mentally, I was picking up on that, but I said, you know what? Let me not assume anything. All right, Norma, I need a PTD date, please.
28th of the 29th.
28th or 29th? So how's it going today?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Uh,
PTD is good for you. Take advantage of it, okay? And don't come back to court after this, all right?
That's the goal, Judge. I'm gonna be working with him.
Okay.
The 29th works. That's
All right, how old are you?
18. I just graduated high school.
All right, so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
So right now, I'm currently looking for, my cousin, he's a boss of a company, Science. I don't know if you're familiar with it, it's a fire equipment technology, so it's like he installs fire equipment for like big corporations, like
Okay.
hospitals, prisons, and stuff like that, so,
All right, so,
I'm looking to get in there, but because I'm dealing with this, it's.
all right, so this is what I need you to do. Sometimes when you're waiting for things to happen and you're looking, you look up, your attorney will tell you this, and before you know it, 10 years have passed and you're still where you are. So make sure that you do everything you can to get to where you want to be, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, once you sign the reset form, your excuse.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Judge.
Norma, is Eric DeWalt still here?
I hear Your Honor.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh.
Waiver number from this, waiver, please. I'm Andrea, by the way, I don't know. Okay, thanks. Nope, thank you. We can't give you a data if you don't have your intent. For that, okay. Like the CN number? Yes. Yeah, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Did you get one yet? Oh, all right. Sorry.
Oh, Deputy Lord, do you have the charger? I think it's over there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and I did bring this back. It is there. Thank you.
I put it on, and I was like. You can't hear it because
I was wondering where that was coming up. I was like, that's a weird sign.
I just looked at speakerphone by.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Oh, that's good. They're good. Thanks. They're good at hanging on. Okay. And I didn't get that to all of that.
I think the first time Brian went through it.
Yes, I was looking as well. Should be family doctors, someone could have something.
Yes.
New cap was wanted is closed.
All righty. Ryan Westbrook.
You're here. Yeah.
Good morning, Judge. How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Neil Kalfas on behalf of Mr. Westbrook.
And why is Mr. Westbrook, why are you late for court?
Well, because I didn't know I had court today.
All right. I don't know why that would not be the case because we had a hearing on May 27th and it was set for June 23rd.
Yes, I know, but I had mistake the thing, but and I live on the other side of town.
I'm sorry, what?
I mistake the time, you know what I'm saying? So the date. I mistake.
Like what time you thought you were supposed to be
No,
here?
I mean, the time is always the same, but I said I mistake the date, Your Honor.
Wow.
I had a mistake in the date because I was watching movies with my kid last night.
Sorry, what?
I didn't remember it was Monday today.
All
It was
right.
an honest mistake, Your Honor. Sorry.
No. I understand what you're saying. But let me just tell you, some judges, you're late, it's a warrant for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to be on time.
I will. Got it.
All right, so on this case, jury trial, what are we doing?
We've conferred with the state judge and they've made an offer to us. I've relayed that offer to Mr. Westbrook and, he is not real excited about the offer, but, I mean, it's a pretty serious case. And so I think for the time being, you probably need to send us to another setting for a jury trial, if you will.
Oh, yeah. So this has been going on since April. So if you are rejecting the state's offer, this is going to trial. And the court will not consider any plea bargain agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you have to enter a plea open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You can do a bench trial or jury trial. Here's the thing, with a bench trial, if the state agrees to a bench trial, if they prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't, I'm going to find you not guilty. So do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
You want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty.
You better.
If they don't prove it, I'm going to find you not guilty. For the court, you could be charged with murder. Guess what? If you come to me for a bench trial, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't, I'm going to find you not guilty.
We better stick with no offense to this court, but
Yeah.
you're probably smarter than, not probably, most definitely smarter than the average jury. We better go with the jury trial judge.
Jury trial.
Jury trial? Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right. I'm sure this case won't be that long.
Should be only like
All right. All right, Ms. Ferguson, 2 days, jury trial date.
August 5th. Not too far off.
Not for me.
State, August 5th.
I'm okay with that, Judge. Just so your court knows, I know last time we were here, you said you were thinking of a resets, but the state did make a new offer to me that has never been tendered.
All right, so this is what I'll do. I'm gonna give you 2 dates. How old are you?
35 years old, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna recall this for June 26th. That's Thursday for your plea deadline date. If an offer or an agreement is not reached at that time, then your jury trial date is gonna be what date, Norma? August what?
August 5th.
August 5th. So you're gonna have 2 court dates. You need to make sure you're here on June 26th, and you need to make sure you're here on August 5th. If you are late on June 26th, warrant's gonna be issued.
Yes, ma'am. Then I will have to get. Sorry about that.
All right, no problem. All right, is there anything else?
Not from the defense judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
Thank you, Judge. Pleasure seeing you.
You too. Do you have more than one case with us
I
today?
do, but the esteemed Mr. Sergio Avado is going to take care of the other ones.
And where might they be?
Oh, well, I can take care of it, I think, but, Sergio was here, but it looks like he got scared and ran out.
There's no need to be afraid.
Let me see if I can find him and I'll report back to the court.
Thank you. All right, who's here on Jose Morales? And counsel, are there any applications in this case?
No, they are not, Your Honor.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 005519 State versus Jose Morales Jr. Could I have parties announce?
Marshall B. White from Mr. Jose Morales Jr., the defendant in this case, Your Honor.
All right, and are you Mr. Morales? Counsel, have you received all the discovery?
I am satisfied at this time, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Morales, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Aye.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, off the record for a moment. If you'll just give it to the deputy, we're back on the record. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, I'm sorry, not sign it, but did you understand it and review it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the
In
indictment?
this case, Your Honor, we are not going to waive the reading of the indictment. I believe it needs to be corrected.
Yes, Judge, I do have a motion to amend, regarding the element, of the prior felony, the date needs to be corrected to the 31st day, and the year needs to be corrected to 2014.
All right, any objections to those amendments?
No, there are not, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Morales, do you understand that those are substantive changes to the indictment?
You gotta speak up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you understand that your attorney has 10 days to prepare for trial with changes to the indictment that are substantive?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, knowing that, do you still wish to proceed?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Then the motion to amend the indictment will be granted, and and the court will note for the record that it's been agreed to by the defense. And counsel, you're not requesting any extra time to prepare.
No, I'm not. I just want to make sure the indictment, is read into the record and reflects accurately what the state's motion is.
All right. State, would you like to read the indictment then into the record? Do you need my copy or you have?
On or about February 9th, 2025, Jose Morales Jr., here referred to as defendant, did then and there convicted of the felony offense of burglary of a building on the 31st day of March 2014 and cause number 2014 CR 1166W and the 227th District Court of Fair County, Texas, intentionally, knowingly, and recklessly possessed a firearm after the anniversary of the defendant's release from confinement following conviction of the felony, and the defendant's possession of the firearm occurred at in his vehicle, which was a location other than the premises at which the defendant lived.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Morales, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with unlawfully possession of a firearm by a felon. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you were giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Morales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it
Yes,
in
ma'am.
both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There are no such motions, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State office states one.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Deputy Laura, or Deputy Maheen? After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully asking for the follow the plea bargain agreement that Mr. Morales has entered into with the state of Texas.
All right, Mr. Morales, I'm going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent, and I'll request the therapeutic community for you. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it may be able to help you with any issues you may have, and I'm just requesting it based upon what I read in the police report, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney?
That's what you read.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, listen very carefully. You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
I'm 31.
All right, your life is about to start passing by quickly. Once you pass 29, the years just roll by. Your attorney will tell you, although he's only, what, 23?
Yeah, something like that.
The years go by so quickly, and you look up, half of your life is gone. So you're gonna have to make some changes. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Cornelius said he is dreaming. He said the Florida is gonna do it again.
And what, basketball? Yeah. Cornelius is that kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, he has faith.
Yeah, but anyway, that was good stuff about the Tigers winning the championship.
Oh, yeah, yay.
I told somebody, I said that, you know, if you hadn't been to Baton Rouge, you know, those boys down there play for keeps and all things, you know, competitive, everything.
Yeah.
Basketball, football, baseball,
Yeah.
you name it, complete competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, are the Razorbacks gonna do their thing?
Well, they're gonna compete.
Okay.
Trip to Austin this year.
Okay, I never like to play you guys because we seem never to play you guys well.
They're probably one of the most unpredictable teams that, you know, exist, but we get a trip to Austin this year.
All righty.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes. Well, is it for something that's on the docket right now?
It is on, well, Mr. Dixon should be on the docket, but
Yes. So just have them pull the file and I'll take you up.
thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. All right, who's here on Jose Cervantes?
I'm here, Judge.
All right, and number, what page was Morales on?
You pull Mr. Dixon.
Yes.
On page 5.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Cervantes. So he's scheduled for jury trial.
Yes, Judge. We wanted to inform the court, we have come to a resolution on the case to due time. However, he has immigration issues. I've been talking with Ms. Teresa Davila, that's her name, I believe.
Teresa Costa-Davila.
Yeah, I was trying to have video call with him on Thursday and Friday, didn't happen at the jail. She needed specific information about his immigration status, which I can now supply to her. So we'd like to come back in maybe a
Thursday?
week, or, I mean, I'm just trying to consider her schedule to get us an
I'm sure
immigration.
she'll be able to get something to him before Thursday. I mean, because based upon the nature of the charges, if there's not going to be
Mhm.
something completely different, he's getting deported.
And Thursday's gonna be fine.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for Thursday for disposition.
Yes, sir.
All right, they'll bring you back on Thursday.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
I'm gonna come back on Thursday. I'm gonna talk to the immigration agent.
All right, who's here on Cock? Koch?
Your Honor, Eric Wall.
All right, if you'll come forward.
I just.
And after Cock, it will be Sandoval, then it will be Dixon, and then Cabrera.
Marlon Van.
Hello. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 003632, State versus Noah, is it Koch?
Oh, Coke.
Coke. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
And Eric DeWalt, I represent Noah Patrick Cope.
And are you Mr. Coke?
Yes.
Is there any applications?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery.
Evidence by my signature, yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I need your bar number on there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Coke, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Coke, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with arson with intent to damage a habitation or place of worship. The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Koch, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offer states one in attachment.
Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to go over that in its entirety. No objections to its admittance.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, after much deliberation and talking with my client, his mother's in the courtroom, with him, understanding the plea that we're entering. We'd ask that you follow the state's, plea.
All right. So, do you know why you did this?
I was out of pain and anger. I found my husband with somebody else. And I made the wrong choice on, decided to just leave and I came back.
Okay. Yeah, when you are in relationships and people are dishonest or disloyal, you only have 2 choices. Either you accept it and forgive them, or either you just say, you know what, I'm not going to accept you, and this relationship is over. And now they're going on about their business and you have this criminal charge, okay? Is there any issues needed with mental health or anything of that nature?
Possibly, Your Honor.
All right. So this is what the court will do. The court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. I'm going to request the therapeutic community. And your relationship with this person is over. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that would be Acuna.
Acuna.
Okay. So I'll put in no contact with Marco Acuna. So that way, if he reaches out to you, you can say, hey, the judge won't let me have contact.
Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to your attorney, okay? All right, good luck to you. You're
Can we
welcome.
be excused at this time, Your Honor?
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Mayor, first, before you move on,
Sure.
please, this is the application for the, or request for an investigator on David Lopez, the first case I had this morning.
Okay. All right.
And my legal assistant is with me today. It's my daughter. She's just gonna bring her up. You're the only one she hasn't met.
Okay.
She's reviewed you in your court many times.
Okay. Hello.
This is Judge Stephanie Boyd.
Hi. So you're shadowing, you're interning.
Yes,
Are you being paid appropriately?
I would say so.
Okay, because I'm gonna put an order in for him to pay you more.
More.
And provide the lunch and all of that.
He does very well.
Oh,
She hasn't eaten at Josephine Street Cafe yet. That's where she wants to go because that's fine, you know, but she's gone everywhere else.
that is great.
She has sat in murder trials. She sat in some sexual assault. She was with Christina Escalona all last week. She's seen a lot, but she's a senior at A&M and about to take the LSAT.
Jason? We have somebody who's a senior at A&M. Well, we may have a jury trial tomorrow. I'm not sure, but if you want to stop by, you can come by and come by anytime. We're always here.
Thank you so much.
All right. And just 1 second, let me do some.
I'll sit back, but it was lovely to meet you, Judge.
Oh, just 1 second. If we can get people to use the facilities back there, we would say,
She
well,
said that alone would drive her crazy, but you know, absolutely not.
but yes, whenever you want to stop by, just come by. All right, it was good seeing you.
Thank you for your time,
Yeah,
Judge. Appreciate it.
welcome. Have a good one.
You too.
Who's here on Sandoval? All right, are you all ready to proceed on the motion?
Yes, Judge.
Court is calling 2018 CR 12679 State versus Stephanie Sandoval. Can I have parties announced?
Jason Deerham for the state, Your Honor.
It's Fernando Cortez for Ms. Sandoval, Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Sandoval?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney? And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Stephanie Sandoval who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 12679 for the offense of assault peace officer or judge on October 4th, 2019 for a period of 6 years and extended a total of 2 years?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 22, on or about the 9th day of May 2025 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Stephanie Sandoval did and never failed to participate in the felony drug court program as ordered by the court in violation of condition number 22.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 22, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Judge.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 22?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 22 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's a proposed agreement that's not agreed to, Judge. The state's recommendation is to deny the motion, continue on defer, and to have her attend safe.
And defense?
Which at the top evaluation is recommending ISF, also safety, but ISF, and also an intensive outpatient treatment is an option also based on the top evaluation. I believe that this individual is probably more related to alcohol. I would ask the court to put her on a scram unit. Go ahead and allow her through her insurance to get the intensive outpatient treatment and continue. She would probably be done, she gets extended in October. She has a 3-year-old child also being cared for by the mother-in-law. This is a tragic case where her husband deceased during this probationary period and caused some serious trauma to this individual. I would just ask the court, she doesn't have any history of drugs or violence. She does have a DWI. That's why I'm suggesting a scram unit just to monitor the alcohol and see if I believe she's serious about this. If she is, it'll be found out very quickly. A scram unit gonna know that you're drinking, anything like that. I think that's mostly the problem here.
But I mean, felony drug court was gonna solve that problem and she didn't want them to solve it.
She's probably rolling in her right head. But
Yeah.
I bet after 55 days in jail right now, it kind of does something to your brain. And I
No, because see, here's the thing. People can't write their own programs. If people could write their own programs, you wouldn't be here. And you've been on this probation since 2018. There's nothing else for the court to help you with. I mean, I offered you to help, you don't want it. The help was felony drug court and you didn't want it. So where we are now is the court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty and revoke. Does anyone wish to speak to time?
We'll defer to the court, Judge.
Well, only I would ask the court to consider the ISF, Judge. That's a significant treatment. See how she does with that. I mean, it's something that the court can do that goes beyond felony drug court. This is more than that. And we're asking the court then to do more than that and give her the ISF.
Felony drug court is very intensive and she could have been doing that outpatient. So the court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. The court will request the therapeutic community and I'll retain jurisdiction. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Your Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
No.
You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. And your attorney will explain to you what it means that I'm keeping jurisdiction. All right, thank you. All right, who is here on Clinton Dixon? Good morning. Where's Mr. Dixon?
I'm ordered in judge, I need to approach on we could get off the internet for just a moment.
Okay, once he comes down, I can take it up.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yours.
sure. Who's here on Ambrosio Cabrera? And where's your client?
I'm here for the state.
Ah,
I don't.
who is the attorney?
Rock Baron, I think I still.
All right, as soon as he comes back. Who is here on Marlon Daniels? Who's here on John Thurnert?
Mr. Dixon's up here, Judge.
Okay, I'll call Mr. Dixon. Mr. Featherston, I'll take Mr. Dixon up after this. Hello.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Is this criminal trial division or family violence?
It's a CTD case, Your Honor.
All right, so they just finished jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
So they're a little bit tired and the next section that's up for jury trial is family violence.
Understood.
So if y'all want the trial, I'll put them back to trial, or if y'all want to pass to.
We will, for some specific reasons, I think it would actually be helpful to do that. So that we can continue to confirm.
All right. So how long do y'all expect this trial to last?
Oh, I would say this is probably a 2-day trial.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, 2 days? All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-day reset for jury trial in this criminal trial division. So here's the thing, you can do a bench trial or you can do a jury trial. If you do a bench trial, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm gonna find you guilty. If they don't, I'm gonna find you not guilty. So it's completely up to you.
I mean, obviously.
We'll talk more. Okay.
All right, your jury trial date, I'll make your jury trial date and plea deadline date for August 5th.
Wonderful. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Have a
Appreciate
good
your
week.
time.
All right, thank you. You too.
You are.
And what, oh, All right.
Just- We'll
Mr.
just hold the
Dixon?
setting date open?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna have this on the docket for tomorrow. All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll put Mr. Dixon on the docket for tomorrow, and then you'll have your date, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Reporter.
Oh, I did sense.
Yes.
Jonathan Mazadoni.
Who's here on, Eric Lopez Mitchell? All right. Let me see here.
I'm gonna bring it back, because we're gonna give you. This after that.
All right, so you all were being brought back to confer on a jury trial date?
Judge, if the court remembers, that was appointed last setting,
Yes.
took over from Mr. Lyles. And in the process, it was a short reset, it's only like a week or so, but I've reviewed a ton of stuff and there's a little bit more like CPS records that potentially have exculpatory information, so I still need to review that. And then I'd be in a much better position to ask about a trade.
Okay, and do you have the CPS records in your possession?
Not that I know of.
Your Honor, we did hand over those records to the previous defense attorney. I'm happy to make another copy.
Yes, if you could.
I can.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll coordinate it, Judge.
all right, so if this were a jury trial, how long would it take?
At least for the state's case in chief, at least 3 days.
All right. This is what I want you all to do. I want you all to confer with Norma on a jury trial date, and the jury trial date and the plea deadline date will be the same date, unless you want it brought over sooner. So if you confer with her on a jury trial date. All right, thank you.
We'll get that. Thank you,
All right,
Judge.
thank you. You're welcome.
What is it, sir?
Ambrosio Cabrera. Who's the attorney?
Judge, we're about to start paperwork, right there.
All right, thank you. That's paperwork. Yes, have a seat.
Have a seat.
Marlon Daniels. All right. All right, so what I can tell you, sir, is criminal trial division just finished up with the jury trial. So if you all want your jury trial, I will give it to you, but family violence is up first.
Okay. Well, I have an expert in this case who is not available right now, but his name is Tom Pittman. He's a PhD toxicology.
So do you want a continuance? Are you ready for
do.
trial? All right, let's go on the record. Court is calling 2024 CR 009218 State versus Marlon Daniels. Could I have parties announced?
George Sharman on behalf of the defense.
And are you Mr. Daniels?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record defense, you're saying that you're requesting a continuance?
I am.
And that's due to your expert's availability or unavailability?
That's correct.
All right, State, do you have any objections to their motion for continuance? Their oral motion for continuance?
No, you're.
All right, so if you all confer with Ms. Ferguson on a jury trial date, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you. And once you have the date, let me know what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Judge, the other one was.
Just had a food.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I think she's working on.
Look, she was working on mine.
Oh, okay.
So it's a-
I'll just leave it.
I know, I just, I don't think. That's all the, smart.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Judge.
Mhm.
For the reset for Marlon Daniels, we're
Mhm.
looking at October 14th,
We're in agreement.
in agreement with that. And
All right, so your expert needs to be available
I
for,
will make sure that he is.
okay, October 14th.
yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see y'all back on October 15th.
Thank you, Judge.
And I believe that's football season will
Yes,
have
it is.
started. So your client may be upset. I see he's wearing the A&M. Yeah, we shall see.
We'll see.
All right, once he signs the reset form, he is excused. All right, Kelsey.
Morning, Judge, again.
Good morning. So, on this case, just 1 second.
What we did, Judge, is she entered a plea on the new number one,
Mhm.
reset us to determine whether or not she was adequate for drug court.
Mhm.
And I checked with the probation officer, they said she would have to apply for drug court.
I mean, isn't that what we've been waiting for?
That's not what it was reset for, Judge. You wanted a status on whether or not she was eligible for drug court, and I was informed that she would have to apply for drug court.
All right, Norman, did you do a referral for felony drug court on this case?
It's on Tesley, Lisa Tesley.
On probation, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think Rashawn would do that, Judge, I think. Needs to be filed.
All right, just one moment.
One says, Kelsey.
Okay.
It's 23. We'll send you to. You're trying to be there, a referral to felony drug court.
All right, Norma,
Yes.
we're gonna recall this for Thursday. Are you available on Thursday, counsel?
Judge, I'm supposed to start a trial at 4:37, but I can probably try to come here first, because usually trials start around 10:30.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So they're gonna bring you back Thursday. Just have a CR, Lisa. Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you.
The referral, Judge.
Yes. And I sent them an email letting them know to please, if possible, expedite.
Yes, Bianca said she can do it right now.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Kelsey, move over.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. All right, is there any paperwork ready? All right, who is here on Francis Rigby? Court is calling 2025 CR 004998 State versus Francis Rigby. Can I have parties announced?
Valley versus State.
Report, Ms. Rigby.
And are you Ms. Rigby?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
No, Judge.
Ms. Rigby, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, you're right.
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
You understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of deadly conduct as a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bear County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do not.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Rigby, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on deadly conduct. Your punishment is to be assessed at 292 days in the Bear County Jail. There's a $2,000 fine, no applications. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 008948W and County Court Cause number 692199. And the state is taking in consideration 2025 CR 007402. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motion?
No.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence. All right, state you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and cite it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, that you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent.
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there would be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
The judge respectfully requests the court follow.
All right, having a bad day?
No, I'm sort of, yes, nervous.
No, I mean about this
Oh,
incident.
but I said, yeah, I was having a bad day.
All right, how do you?
Like, I was like somebody was saying that when he was talking to me, like something told me to get up and do it, but I did.
Well, here's the thing. People always tell me in the United States, people are very loud on their phones. Not everyone wants to hear your conversation.
Yes, I
Not
know.
everyone wants to hear the same music that you hear.
Yes, that's
But
true.
most importantly, I have a question. And this is just, I want to know the answer to it. How do you keep a knife in your bra without getting cut?
Oh, because it's a thing where you press it. It's
Oh, and it
press
switches
the-
open.
it
Okay.
switches open.
Well, you better hope it never opens.
Then I know, but I'm not gonna carry nothing on my mind.
Okay.
I promise, I'm not.
All righty.
I wanna start my business.
Okay, the court is going to sentence you to 292 days in the Bear County Jail. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. And this will run concurrent with 2024 CR 00894 and County Court Cause number 692-199. Take in consideration 2025 CR 007-402. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Oh, yeah.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Make better choices.
Sure will.
All right, thank you. All right, Deputy Laura,
Extension.
we're gonna take our break. All right,